Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone. I, Adyasha, on behalf of NEN and Vadvani Foundation, would like to welcome all the participants of this Apprentice Challenge. And now it is going to be called as the Smarty Apprentice Challenge. On this onboarding session, I'm having two guests with us, Ms. Rashmi Vansal, who is the author, a youth expert, and also an entrepreneur. And also we have Mr. Asghar Ahmed, who is the NEN Group Manager for Entrepreneurship Capacity Building. So today the session will focus on the objective of this new initiative, that is why we are doing it, a new program that we have tried introducing to you guys, followed by the importance of innovativeness in this competition. What are the prizes that you are going to win being a part of this competition? This will be followed by a short talk by Rashmi on the entrepreneurship and the details about the books that is going to be sold throughout this competition. I am sure that you will have enough insights about the two books that we are going to use, so that it will be easy for you to sell it in the market. And then we'll talk about the competition guidelines and followed by the final question answer sets. So please make sure that you listen very carefully the entire conversation. Whatever question you have in your mind, just try noting it down. Apart of that, I would like to talk about some house rules that you should really remember while be a part of this session. So before I hand over the floor to Asghar and Rashmi, here are a few reminders for all of you. All of you are going to be on mute by default. You may ask a question by typing in the panel provider, or if you wish to speak to the speaker directly, then you may click on the raise hand button. You will be provided the audio access only when the question and answer will begin towards the end of the session. Please ensure to share the list of participants with us once the webinar is done, so that we can at least ensure that the entire team is there intact. And I'm sure we have communicated it many a times that each session that we are conducting, whether it is an online webinar or the online module that we have already shared with you, all the students have to be a part of each of the activity that we're doing. It is just not the completion of the task that you have got for this challenge, but all the training sessions also. So Asghar, now over to you.
Thank you so much, Adyasha, and good afternoon, everybody. This is, let me kind of first of all welcome you all to the first online ESIL program that NEN is launching. So you are the lucky ones to be selected for this program among lakhs of students who are part of the NEN network. So very quickly, I'll give you a program brief and then talk about what this challenge is all about and the rules and the guidelines that Adyasha will be sharing, right? So first, let me start with a simple question. I know you guys will not be able to answer this because you're on mute, but nevertheless, I am going to ask that question. And the question is, what is that one thing that stands by you when you are in a situation? So what is the thing that actually companies would ideally look for while recruiting? So what do you think, guys? So let me also give an example. So before you start up a venture or you want to do anything, normally some of our students say that let's work for a couple of years in a startup or in a corporate and then we'll start. The reason why they say this is because to gain that one very, very important thing, which is experience. Experience is the most important thing that would stand by all of us when we are in a situation when we want to start a new venture or we want to get into a new job. So let me set a context for this whole exercise or the initiative that we're launching now. This is all about providing an experience to you as an entrepreneur. So it's like this. So we provide you experience here. You gain experience by participating in these activities, a series of activities that we are going to run this entire year. And we provide you experience as an entrepreneur. So tomorrow when you start your venture, you already have gained that valuable experience and your chances of failure are very small. And you actually start in a successful way. So that's the whole idea. The reason why you want to do this is because entrepreneurship is all about doing. While you all learn about entrepreneurship by going through various trainings, courses, and activities on your campus, but it is when you actually use these learnings in a practical way that you get the real sense of what you have learned and how you can actually use it in a practical manner. So entrepreneurship, as I said, is all about doing, and it is less about reading. It's less about doing exams. So we at NEN, keeping this thing in mind, we came up with this creative idea of launching an online ESL platform. So this ESL platform is a combination of experiential learning blended with theoretical learning, which is vital for the holistic development of an aspiring entrepreneur, or for that matter, an entrepreneur. For some of you who don't want to start ventures but want to be successful in your careers, entrepreneurial skills are really, really very important. So this entire module, all this exercise actually help you learn these skills in a practical way. So keeping all these things in mind, we started this. We are in a process of starting this online ESL platform, and one of the key programs under that online ESL platform is the Apprentice Challenge that we are launching today. And as I said, you are among the select group of few students among the lakhs of students who are part of the network who are part of this first program. And so getting quickly into the nitty-gritties of the challenge, the primary aim here is to engage all of you in entrepreneurship and create a basic understanding of the enterprise creation process. And the program aims to support aspiring entrepreneurs by teaching them the various steps in enterprise development. For example, this program has been divided into 6 modules of first module being idea generation and opportunity evaluation, and the second would be product testing and launch, third would be product pricing, fourth would be branding and marketing, and the fifth is sales and customer acquisition. And the sixth one is customer relationship management. These are some of the key blocks of enterprise creation. And we are going to teach these modules in an experiential manner where you actually practice these things, whatever you have learned on campus. So this is the Apprentice Challenge, and it is on the line. So I'm sure most of you would have heard about or watched the Apprentice Challenge, the Donald Trump Apprentice Challenge on TV. So this is based on similar lines. So this program is called as Smart E, that is a smart entrepreneur. So that is the brand of name of this program, and I'm sure this program is going to be a very big program in the coming months, right? With more and more colleges, with more and more ESLs and students wanting to participate. So the key objectives of this new initiative is focus on experiential learning. It is about bringing up competitive spirit among all of you, so that you not only compete with each other with different teams from different colleges, but you also compete with each other in your own team. And then other important thing is, in today's world, no matter what you do, whether it's starting venture or anything for that matter, innovation is the key to it. If you want to have an edge over the masses of students or the multitudes of your batchmates who are doing similar or different things, you need to have that innovative thinking or the out-of-the-box thinking. So in this competition, in this challenge also, we are not only going to select the winners based on the number of books you have sold or number of copies that you have marketed, but also in how you have done it. The most creative way of selling these books for this first module would actually fetch you brownie points. So coming back to what the prizes are, which I'm sure most of you would be very eager to know. There would be one team that we are going to select as a winning team, which will have 4 team members, and these team members, the winning team, would get 1 month paid internship opportunity with Westland Group, who are the publishers of these 2 books, right? And the monthly stipend for this internship would be 18,000. Then thanks to Westland for this. They have agreed to provide this opportunity. The only thing is the students who have been selected for this have to travel to the city for where this internship is going to be provided. And the winning team is going to get a cash prize of 5,000 rupees, in addition to the certificates that are going to be given to all the participants of this challenge. And of course, needless to say that you guys would be recognized on the social media, particularly the winning team, right? And the best part is this. Each one of you So I'm sure that you know what this exercise is all about, right? Our friend here, Ms. Rashmi Bansal, who's a very famous writer, has written many good books. I'm a fan of her books actually, and one of her books right now is Arise Awake, which we want to kind of popularize among the youth. So the task in this challenge is to sell this book and actually promote it. So the number of books that you sell, the maximum number of books you sell would actually help you get those brownie points. In addition to that, each book that you sell, you would stand to gain rupees 30 as an incentive, right? So whether you win this competition or not, irrespective of that, if you sell 100 books, you would still stand to gain 3,000 rupees. The reason I'm kind of highlighting this 3,000 rupees or the certificate part and the prize is I'm sure that you as aspiring entrepreneurs would not really be very focused on that, but you'll be focused on the learning aspect of it. However, the reason why I'm mentioning that is because these are some of the incentives that go along with this in this competition. The whole idea here is to learn about how to do entrepreneurship. And we have selected sales and marketing as the first module. The reason for that is because this is the most, a vibrant kind of an exercise, a learning, where each one of you gets the competitive spirit, right? And for the other modules, we will come up with some similar creative challenges and competitions in the coming months, right? So that's about it from me. Adesha, anything else that you want me to say?
Much, Asghar. I think you've covered up all the important points, and thanks for your time today. I think it is enough information for them why they should be a part of it, and we will take it up from here, Asghar. Thank you so much.
Right.
So, guys, you have a lot of learning.
Thank you so much, guys, and all the very best. All the best.
Thanks, Asghar. So, guys, you have a lot of learning available here today. So, you should make the best out of the session and try to grasp whatever information, whatever questions you have, try to clear it with us. Any help you need, just try reaching us. We'll definitely try to help you out. Wishing you all the best. Definitely at each of the step, we want you to make a successful foot forward. So now, before Rashmi starts the session, I would like to remind you that you can write your questions in the chat box or click on the raise hand button to request audio access. We will immediately take questions related to Rashmi's talk only after she finishes the session. Remaining questions related to the competition will be taken separately once we announce the most important part, that is the competition guidelines, towards the end of the session. I hope you guys are clear on it. So Rashmi, over to you.
Thank you, Adyasha. Thank you, Asghar. And I am delighted to be here with all of you today. And it's wonderful that NEN is organizing this Apprentice Challenge, which I'm sure is going to give you all a lot of practical exposure to what it's all about, what entrepreneurship is all about. See, entrepreneurship is not a theoretical subject. It's not something you can learn in class, give exams, and then, go and become an entrepreneur. It's all about getting your hands dirty. And believe me, when you go out there and you try to sell something to your own friend, to your own mom, to your own brother, sister, you understand that every product, every service has got to fulfill a need. So what's the need to read these books that you've been given to sell, right? This is the question today. Let me start by just saying that the book Arise Awake is written specifically for students in college. Many of you have read my book Stay Hungry, Stay Foolish, and I get emails from all over the country saying, ma'am, I want to be a successful entrepreneur. Now I'm going to go to IIM, that's my goal. I want to do an MBA, and then I'm going to become an entrepreneur. But the message of this book is actually very simple. You don't have to wait till you graduate from college. You don't have to wait till you get a degree, either an undergraduate or even an MBA degree. You can start right now. Right now, as a student, you can start doing something that is interesting to you, something that's fun, something that can earn you some pocket money, something that's challenging. So the book Arise Awake has basically got stories of 10 students who started a business while they were in college just for these reasons, because they had free time, maybe they had a little keeda in their mind ki kuch karna hai. So it's really just from the basis of an idea. They didn't have a lot of money, they didn't have any godfather. They didn't have any venture capitalist. They started in a small way, and many of them did it as a hobby or as a kind of a passion. So just to give you an example of one such student, Ishwar Vikas and Sudeep Sabath, who were studying in SRM Engineering College, they came up with this idea of having a machine which can actually print dosas, or like you put the batter inside the machine and you get a dosa. And they were students of engineering, but they didn't know anything much about mechanical, electrical. They actually went to the market, learned what are machines, built a machine themselves. It was a very crude prototype, but then once they showed it in their college, it was very much appreciated. They got some money from their college to pursue it further. And finally, by the time they graduated, they had actually got an angel investor. And today they're running their company in Bangalore. They've actually sold more than 100 Dosamatic machines. So even if you have an idea as crazy as that, just sitting in your own hostel room, you can make it happen. Another very simple idea which somebody executed was a student of National Law School, Arush Garg, who found that, on his campus there wasn't much, many options for those who wanted to have a nice snack or have something to eat late in the night. So he started a cafe called Bukkad, and it did very well. And now he too has opted out of the placement, and he's actually setting up a chain of cafes in Bangalore. So there are many such examples in the book. They're all students like you, and they're not. It's not that they have anything special or they're geniuses. They were just ordinary young boys and girls who thought that, let's do something different, let's do something interesting. And this is the book. And the quote, "Arise Awake," is from Swami Vivekananda's famous speech, where he says, "Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached." So you basically have to have some goal to reach it. I would say something very simple, like maybe you have a goal that, I want to earn 10,000 rupees this year, or I want to stop asking my parents for pocket money. So it could be a very simple goal like that. Maybe you want to take a trip to Goa with your friends and you don't want to ask your mom and dad to fund the trip. So just to share something personal, when I was a student of Sophia College in Mumbai in the second year, I started writing articles, and it wasn't very easy. People didn't initially publish my articles. In fact, I got rejected many, many times by Times of India, where it was my dream that I should have an article published in the Times of India. Finally, after trying more than 40 times, on the 41st time, they printed my article, and that was really the start of my writing career. So I just want to tell all of you that the time that you have in college is really great to experiment and be creative, do something different, earn a little of your own money. And that's what this book will help you do. If somebody just wants to read something which can make them know, this book, Arise Awake. And I think definitely the selling point is that it's not very heavy and difficult to digest. There's small stories of 10 to 15 pages. So even those people who don't normally read books won't find it boring or heavy to read. So just tell them to try it out and see whether they, like it or not. But percent of the cases, they will actually come back and thank you for having, given them this book in their hands. So another USP is that you will be getting one more book called Poor Little Rich Slum, which you will be giving as a bonus along with Arise Awake. And this is a very different and unique book, which is about the spirit of enterprise in Dharavi slum. Now, most of us would never have set foot in a slum, let alone, gone and checked out what enterprises can be there. And this book resulted in one by me and my co-authors. We went to Dharavi and we were amazed to find that despite all the filth and unhygienic conditions and very cramped and poor quality of housing, there are such wonderful people there who are doing amazing things. Almost every person in Dharavi is self-employed. 90% of them actually run their own small business, whether it's in textile or it's in recycling, or it's in food, or it's in leather goods. So according to more than $600 million worth of goods and services are produced in Dharavi every year. So it's a very different story which you may not have ever come across. And the USP of this book is that it's not just a book with words in it. It's actually got some beautiful pictures right in the middle of the book. So when you're reading the book, you actually get a feeling like you're taking a tour of Dharavi. And again, it's not, it's not a long book of 200 pages. You can read, each chapter is just very small, and it talks about many different interesting enterprises in Dharavi. One of the most interesting is a person called Jameel Sheikh, who actually makes dancing shoes for Bollywood film stars like Hrithik Roshan, Bipasha Basu, and in fact all these reality shows which you see on TV where stars are dancing, they're wearing Jameel Sheikh's shoes. So it's something new that you come to know, and the inspiring part is that, you realize that you don't need a lot of things to be happy and, to really have a goal and to be enterprising. Most of us think that when we have money, when we have a bigger house, or we get into the dreams, that's when we can be satisfied. But when you go to Dharavi and when you read this book, you'll realize that people who have very little are actually able to, be much more content and much more full of joy than us. So that was my learning from this book. And as a combination, if you take both of these books, they're really two books which can help you to get inspired and to get excited about life. And I think most of our time in student life, we have this question that, what should I do with my life? Where should I go? What's the goal of my life? I've got into a good college, but I'm not sure what I want to do after this. So students are confused, and these books will help them to realize that the answer maybe lies in their own hands. And definitely, even if you don't go for a career as an entrepreneur, having it on your CV that you've done something different or interesting in college will help you to get a better job. It will help you to stand out among all the candidates who appear for interviews, and it will help you to do something productive with your time. So I think that's what I'd have to say about Arise Awake and Poor Little Rich Slum. These are two books which can really change your life and change your mind, change your thinking. And if you're feeling low, if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling worried about your future, they can give you a direction, they can give you a vocation, they can give you an alternative to placement. And I'm sure that you'll find many innovative ways to get this message across to the students of your college. So I wish you all the very best and hope that each of you does it in the most interesting way possible. Stay hungry, stay foolish, and keep chasing your dreams. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rashmi. It was really interesting. I'm sure students must have got a lot of insights about the book now, and this is definitely going to help them a lot while they speak to the customers and convey the messaging in the book. So, and of course, like coming to the learning specifically for the students, even if they do not go for an entrepreneurial journey, definitely they can put themselves in the shoes of an entrepreneur, where they really think like an entrepreneur and work for a bigger company, their dream company, but they still can have the spirits high in the community they will be working with. So students, I'm very sure that this information is going to help you out, and if in case you have any specific questions for Rashmi, let's take it up first, and then coming for the book, for the other guidelines that we have, we will talk to you about it in a while. Any questions if you have, please try clicking on the raise hand button, or you can drop a message to us, whatever is feasible. I think as I can see a raise hand button for Devasmita Rana. So let me try unmuting her. Devasmita, you have a question for Rashmi? Hi Devasmita, we have tried. Yeah, we have unmuted you. Please try speaking. Devasmita, please put your question. Devasmita, you can ask a question now. I think there is some connectivity issue with her. So we have one more question. I think one more raise hand from Apeksha. Apeksha, we are unmuting you now. Hi, Apeksha. You can ask a question now.
Hi,
Hi, please speak a little loudly.
I have no questions.
You have clicked on the raise hand button. I think they're trying
No
to.
questions.
Two questions. No questions. Sorry.
No
No
questions.
questions. All right. All right. No.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they're trying to still bring me up this.
Okay, well, if there are any specific questions students have, they can contact me through my Facebook page.
Okay.
That's publicly available, and all the information on the book, if you Google it, you'll get a lot of interviews I've given on these books. In case of Poor Little Rich Slum, we also have a video which is also available on YouTube. At the time the book was released, we had shown this video at all the book launches. So if you type in Poor Little Rich Slum on YouTube, you'll get the video. That's a good way to sell it to somebody. If you want to just give a 2-minute clip about the book, that's all there on video, which you can even show it on your mobile phone. So
Right, absolutely. Thank you so much, Rashmi. And I think from here on we can talk about the competition guidelines. Thanks a lot for your time, and I think this is enough information for them to at least start their work. In case we are directly receiving any queries from them, we will try to route the questions to you offline.
okay, thank you, Adesha, thank you, Asgar and NEN team, and to all the participating colleges, all the very best. And yeah, thumbs up. So I'll be logging out now.
Yeah, thank you so much. That should be fine.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Bye.
So coming to the competition guidelines, guys, I am seeing a lot many questions related to the competition. I'll just take it up. So let me just tell you what are the competition guidelines. I hope you guys have seen our confirmation mail and the link that we have mentioned there that directs you to our website. All the please read the terms and conditions and the competition guidelines mentioned in the website also. But I'll anyways for your convenience, I'm going to read it out for you here so that it is easy. All right. So it is really mandatory for all the participants to participate in all the sessions that we are going to conduct. So I can see all the participants here today, and the same should happen for the online video module that we have already shared with you the link for that, and the debriefing webinar that we are going to have on 7th. Okay. So you can from tomorrow the task is going to start. So please make sure that you're starting from tomorrow and not today by any chance after the webinar is done. In any case, if you're going to get an information that any team has tried attempting that, then it will lead to disqualification for sure. Okay, so now I'm talking to you about the timelines. So you must be aware that 25th to 1st of May is the task completion timeline for you. So there is please be very sure we are not going to extend the dates at any circumstances under any circumstances. So the submission of report needs to be done latest by 1st May 2015, and that is before 11:59 p.m. Okay, so you have the option to make your report in the particular format that we have already shared in the confirmation mail. You can download the report there and fill in the information. Please make sure try to be very short while you write your points. Be very crisp. Try to bullet point your information that you want to share with us. Okay, so there are options where you can talk about the overall team perspective information that you want to give and an individual perspective. So we had made it very clear in our communication that here you're not just going to compete as a team with the other teams participating across India, but as an individual with your own team members also. So each team will get 100 book sets, that is Arise Awake and the other free copy that Rashmi spoke about, Poor Little Rich Slum. All right, so you have to sell this book at rupees 150. Please be very sure that you're selling this book together. It should not be given, it should not be sold separately. It's a free copy that we are giving it to you. Okay, and it is definitely going to impact your sales, because it is if a buyer is going to think it is only 75 bucks for one book. However, the MRP of the book is if you're combining the MRP of both the books, it is 450. So definitely you're giving them a lot of price discount available, right? And the mode of receipts, like how you are going to collect the payment, right? So you have option for cash receipts. So you must have received a bill book along with the books. So each team member should tier 25 sheets out of it and maintain your individual sales report. because you will be required to share all this information while you're reporting back to us in the attached format that we have already sent it to you. Okay, coming back to the other documents or the other videos that is required, you will be required to prepare a 3-minute video covering the entire, covering a very short session about how you are going to, how you're implementing the live execution of your sales model, which Askar has already told you. This time we are actually focusing on an innovative sales model. It is not that any vendor does a selling, right? It is just not coming with a, just say we are just selling a book. You really have to be very passionate and really have to be very particular why you want to sell it. It is, you don't want to be another vendor, right? You are competing for a entrepreneurship, aspiring entrepreneurship competition. So then why don't you come up with a new model? There is a huge chance for you, the winning team, if they're really even if they have a very unique plan, there is a chance for you that Westland may adopt that sales model that you are going to follow. So it's a huge time for you to prove yourself to a corporate house. So why don't you take it up? Okay, coming to the next part would be like around on 7th of May, we'll be having a debrief session where we'll be talking about what are the learnings which you have already taken up throughout the entire session, and there would be announcement of the winning team. Okay, the session will again start at 2 to 3 p.m. the same time, and we should definitely want to see you. We will be definitely wanting you guys to be a part of the session and do not miss on why your team won. Even if you are making 100% sales, it doesn't mean that you're going to win. Only if you're using a very unique model that is going to make you stand out of the queue. So try to understand how people are thinking and adapting different kind of model, and why somebody is making a different approach is really impacting them. Okay, so talking about and the judging criteria is something that is, I think we had been repeatedly telling you, innovativeness is the key for winning the competition. So all the team who are going to make 100% sales will be the shortlisted teams, and out of them, the most innovative idea for making the sales happen will be winning this competition. So we'll be talking about the maybe around 4 to 5 best ideas. The teams will be announced during the debriefing session on 7th, and followed by the final winners announcement would be done. So Westland, as Asghar has already mentioned, that there is an opportunity for you guys for winning a 1-month paid internship of worth rupees 18,000 per candidate for the winning team members. So most likely this opportunity is going to come to you mostly in Chennai or Bangalore. So it is required for you guys, to the winning team members, to travel to the city. Okay, so the date of internship can be planned mutually by the winning team member and the Westland guys, so that there is not going to affect your educational examination, or any examination or any other activities that you're involved in. All right. Then the reporting structure, I think we have already mentioned that that you have to come up with a video about and the customer feedback, photos. That all details are already mentioned in the mail. I hope you are taking a look into it, and also it is available on our website. Okay, so please make sure the video should not exceed 3 minutes and should capture the innovative sales process adopted by your team. And if it is possible for you guys, please try to get some customer feedback, and especially if it is in any other language other than Hindi and English, please try to put some subtitles. If it is a local language which the evaluators will not be able to understand, it is advisable that if you can put some subtitle to your video, but make sure that it does not exceed than 3 minutes, and try capturing at least some good photos about like while you're doing any activity. You can go to malls, you can go to colleges, you can reach to your friend's house, however you want to do it. We would suggest you go to public places that you are doing it. Definitely we will definitely going to get a lot of attention from the masses. So use whatever method you want to use, we have no issues, but please be very innovative about your plan. Okay, apart from that, there is an additional announcement for you that we are trying to get a pocket-sized device available for you by Wednesday, which is going to be a swiping machine, card swiping machine. So it is going to be an add-on service for you guys to get the payment from the customer. In any case, if somebody wants to make a card payment, they can definitely do it. So each team will be made available with one card swiping machine. Okay, so you should be very careful while dealing with this machine. This is going to be a very expensive machine, and you should handle with immense care. And we definitely suggest you should, once it is done, you should hand it over back to your faculty. Keep it safe until we come back to you with the next set of instructions to get it back. Please be very careful and note it that the team will be liable in case any damage or any kind of mishandling happens. So careful while handling with the machine. If in case you have any other questions, please let us know. We are still online for next 5 minutes and we can answer you guys. And please make sure that you read the terms and condition on our website and don't miss on any steps. I think I can see some questions coming in. So somebody is asking, what is the weightage of an idea versus the number of books sold? Okay, so I think I've already covered that question. That definitely 100% sales is what is required for to qualify the competition, to select, to evaluate the winning team. We first would see whether the team has done 100% sales. Once it is done, then only those team will be evaluated with their ideas. So you have to make very sure the innovativeness is the key, but 100% sales is also required. And please abide by the timelines and try to wrap it up. All the things, all the deposit of the cash. If you're doing a card payment, this is good. If you're getting a cash payment done in the initial phase, then definitely handle the cash carefully and deposit the amount, and the either through an online transfer or through a direct cash deposit. All the information has been shared with you guys over a sheet that has come to you to your institute with the stock that we have shared. All right, please make sure that you're selling Arise and Awake with a free copy of the other book, Poor Little Rich and Slum. So what is the minimum number of copies that you guys have to sell? So minimum number of copies is, we do not want to really limit limit you, and it is completely upon your discretion how you want to do it. The number of copies that you are selling, uh, you are going to get 30 rupees per book that is sold. So as an individual, you have a chance to make 750 rupees if you're selling around 25 books. Okay, and as a team you can earn 3,000 rupees. So I would rather say, as a team, when you work, you are getting a huge amount, and then in case you are going to win, then you have an additional opportunity of getting 5,000, so you're making 8,000. So as much as you can sell, you can earn a lot, and this is definitely going to impact your learning process. And at the end of the day, you are going to be satisfied that you have done something different, right? It is just not mere selling or door-to-door selling that you're doing. We definitely don't want you guys to do that. We don't want you to turn to be a salesperson now, but an innovative person. Okay, so question has come up, where do you guys submit this report? Okay, if you have seen the participation confirmation mail, we have mentioned that all the reports needs to be uploaded online, either on YouTube or Google Drive, whatever means, or Dropbox, whatever you want, but only send us the links and not the direct files. Okay, you should send all these details to the ID. If you can see that it is mentioned, that is smarty 2015 and nenglobal.org. And earlier it was mentioned to an individual's address, Avinav at NEN Global, which is now being replaced with smarty 2015 at nenglobal.org. Please make sure that we receive all the documents, all the information before the cutoff date and the cutoff time. So if by any chance, if you're sending us any information by 2nd of May, 12:01 a.m., then probably will not be able to consider that. Please be very sure about it. So Okay, one more clarification. You guys are getting 30 rupees per head, right? So 30 rupees per head is something that you will get, but only after the competition is over. We'll be helping you, we'll be working with the Westland team to get the checks done for the team. Okay, so when you're going to deposit the money, you are going to deposit the entire amount that you are going to earn. That is 150 into the number of books sold. Okay, after that the other whatever each team member is entitled to will be shared at a later point of time. Once the winners are announced, we'll make the arrangements to while we'll be sending you the certificates, the checks will be issued. Okay, all the details will be sent to you after the competition is over. Yes, like we have got one more question, is 100 minimum or maximum limit? Yes, 100 is the maximum limit and 100 is required to be the to reach the evaluation category. Until and unless you don't sell 100 books, then your team is not eligible for the final evaluation for the winners criteria. Okay, but the number of like minimum, I will definitely don't want to say anything, or I don't want to fix a number for it at all. So it is completely upon you how you're taking it up. Jitna bechoge utna fayda. So it's completely on you how you want to plan it up. Does amount received out of sale need to be submitted in one go or after the completion of the activity? Yes, you guys have to submit the entire amount at one go, and once the activity is done, you have to do it. But please make sure it is done by 1st of May. We would recommend try to finish this activity by at least by the end of April, so that because 1st of May there is a that's a Labor Day, right? So you should be careful that if you can really plan it early, it is better for you. It should not be, it shouldn't hamper, this holiday shouldn't hamper your the effort that you guys have put in. Or else the online transfer is a medium for you guys to do it. For that you need to add the account details to your own bank account, so that it is everything has been the transaction permission you get from the bank and everything is all set, and you directly transfer the amount on 1st of May, however you want to take it up. But please make sure that we receive the reports on time, the photos, the video, and the reporting document that we have shared. Is B2B allowed here? Yes, B2B is allowed in this process. We do not want to restrict how you want to sell it up. It's completely upon your discretion. The team can decide how they want to take it up. If you directly want to sell to the consumer, it is fine. If you want to directly sell into the business houses, it's up to you. We have no take on that. What if we sell more than 100 books? Each team has been provided with 100 books and you do not have more than 100 books to be sold. So 100 is the maximum limit. Do we have to sell the books at 150 rupees specified in the email, or can we sell at a higher or lower price? The amount that you have to sell is rupees 150 for Arise and Awake plus the free book. You cannot sell the book separately. You cannot sell the book at a lower price or a higher price. You have to fill in the receipt that we have already told you about. You have to fill in the receipt, all the information. If required, we will ask all this information from you back for the auditing purposes. So you should maintain the receipts with you. Each team member should get 25 pages of that receipt book. Can one student sell more than 25 books? We would recommend that 25 is the number that we ask each of the team members to do, and one shouldn't go beyond that. But as a whole, the team should try to sell 100 copies. How we are making it, you have to really plan effectively. So I would say one thing. So when you're planning something, or your sales model, when you're devising your sales model, you can work as a team. You can agree on one thing, you can agree, you can disagree, and finally you can build up a sales model that you guys are going to follow. But using the same sales model, now you have to compete as an individual team member and try doing the activity. Maybe if you're going to a mall, and maybe you can try reaching to different people at different location. You can go to a same place, you can try walking together to certain extent, but finally how you are going to walk how we are going to present yourself is going to make a difference for you. It is just not that how much you are earning, but definitely it is going to give you a lot of insight, a lot of learning. As an individual, you're going to prove yourself. This is a rare kind of activity that students are going to get a chance for, right? So you shouldn't at all miss on it. Try to sell the 100% books and make yourself in a position to be in the evaluation list. All right, any further questions that you have? In case you have any further question, you can directly call us or you can drop us a mail either to smarty2015 at nenglobal.org, or you can directly write to me. I'm Adyasha. Most of you must be having my email ID and phone number. You can directly reach out to us. Thank you so much.